Hello everyone. Now the third video on company law, chapter 2, that is lesson 2, module 1, company law. If you could see on page number 29, the continuation of my old video. This is the third video. That is on page number 29, ICSI textbook of law. The last word, the third paragraph. If you could see, it is provided under section 60. It's a very important section under section 60. Any notice by the company, any advertisement issued by the company, any publication given by the company, any business letter, any bill head, any letter, paper of a company, whichever all these things, okay, if they clearly state the amount of authorized capital of a company, you understood, like as per section 60, the company's notice, company's advertisement, company's publication, company's business letter, company's bill head, or a statement, anything which contains the amount of authorized capital shall also contain, last second line you see, shall also contain an equal prominent position and an equally conspicuous characters the amount of capital which has been subscribed. So this section 60 clearly says any advertisement given by the company, any notice given by the company, any publication given by the company, if it is giving a statement about the authorized capital of a company, means if it is giving an information about authorized capital of a company, that shall also contain equally in a very clear letters the amount of capital that has been subscribed or the amount of capital that has been paid up. If in case you don't follow this compliance, that means whenever you give an advertisement, in that advertisement, say for example you'll issue a prospectus, in that prospectus you will mention very clearly the authorized capital of the company, and till then whatever capital that has been subscribed and amount that has been paid up has to be included. That is the point. Clear? If in case company does not comply with this, it will be liable for 10,000 rupees, and every officer shall be liable to pay 5,000 rupees. Remember, in the recent amendment of company law, the violation of company law provisions, most of the provisions, imprisonment has been removed. If in case in this textbook, if imprisonment related issues are mentioned, please do understand that such provisions have already been removed, and now you have to think about only penalty that is to be imposed. Though for the examination point of view it is not very important, but sometimes you may get practical questions. On those practical questions you might have to remember this penalty. Is clear? So section 60 says very clearly what: any advertisement, any publication, any notice which is issued by the company with respect to anything, and in that if there is a statement about authorized capital of a company, and that statement must also mention very clearly the amount that has been subscribed and the amount which is otherwise called as the amount has been paid up. Those details must be mentioned in all those notices and advertisements. That is a point. Alright, then we will move on to the next one. This is very important. This question especially is important for theory question, that is share and types of share capital. You have nature of shares. These 5 points are very important for 2 or 3 marks. Many times they might ask you the question on theory, right? So suppose if the question is define share capital and what are the characteristics of share capital. I repeat, define share capital and what are the characteristics of share capital. Alright, so he is not asking a question about characteristics of share certificate. He is asking about the capital that has been invested by the investor. Right? It says in the first one, share capital is a share in the share capital of a company. In the sense, share means share in the share capital of a company. Like I told you, if there is 100 rupees of capital, in that 100 rupees, if one particular investor has invested, let's say 10 rupees, that is a share. The share capital is 100 rupees. In that 10 rupees which is invested by one particular shareholder will be called as share. Understood? And whenever you hear the word share capital, you please do understand that it includes even stock as well, unless and until there is a clear distinction made. Generally, stock means the fully paid shares. I repeat, stock means the fully paid shares of the company. All the fully paid shares, a bunch of fully paid shares can be called as a stock. Alright, bunch of fully paid shares can be called as a stock unless and until there is a clear distinction made between share and a stock. You please do understand, when I use the word share in general, it is also a stock. Alright, stock means fully paid shares. A collection of fully paid shares can be called as a stock. So the question will be on nature of capital. This is very important. If you could see first point, every share will definitely show two very important things, that is rights and liabilities of a company. That means if I become a shareholder, my share clearly indicates certain rights and liabilities given to me. Say for example, I have a right to cast my vote in the meeting. I have a right to take dividend if the dividend is announced. Am I clear? I have a right to participate in all the meetings. I have a right to participate in all the meetings and elect directors, etc., etc. So there are so many rights. So share ensures rights. That is the first point you have to write. So share will definitely give liabilities and rights to the shareholder, because company is a is built on a concept called going concern concept. The next thing is, share is a right to participate in the profits. In the sense, when I have a share, when there are profits announced by the company, I have a right to share that profit, and share is the evidence that I am eligible to share the profits of the company. Right? That is the second point. And the third point, if you could see, it provides that the share or other interest of any member in a company is a movable property. That means shares of a company can be treated as a movable property, and this movable property, that means shares are treated as movable property as per Sale of Goods Act of 1930. Movable property, goods are nothing but movable property. So just like how you sell goods in the market, just like how you sell goods in the market, you can sell shares in the market. Maybe to sell the goods you will go to a market, but to sell the shares of a public company you will go to stock exchange. Alright, so first point I repeat once again, share provides rights and liabilities to a shareholder. Second point, shares will provide a right to participate in the profits of the company. Third one, share is treated as a movable property. Just like how you sell your goods, you can sell shares in the market. The market, which is generally the place where stock exchange is a place where shares and stocks are sold and bought, right? The fourth point, if you could see, share is considered as a good. So when it comes to goods definition is given in Sale of Goods Act, that is any kind of movable property except actionable claim and money. I repeat, um, goods are a movable property. Movable property includes all the goods except actionable claim and what do you call money. Means what? Suppose I lent money to somebody. If I have lent money to a person called B, and my right over the B to collect money is basically actionable claim. I repeat, a person's legal right over the other person to collect the money which is lent is actionable claim. So that can be assigned or exchanged, but that cannot be sold. Money can be exchanged, as you all know. Money cannot be sold and bought, so money can be exchanged. So this point clearly says shares are regarded as goods are nothing but movable property, and that movable property doesn't include mm, that is an actionable claim and money. Actionable claim is a legal right of a person to recover money from the other person. If I have lent money to somebody, my right over the other person to recover money is called actionable claim. Then the last point, it says very clearly, if you could see the last point, every share in a company having share capital shall be distinct with distinctive numbers. That means when the shares are issued, they have to be issued in terms of numbers. If in case 1 lakh shares are issued, the last number is going to be 1 lakh. So they have to be issued in terms of distinctive numbers. So first one, it provides rights and liabilities. Second one, it allows a person of a shareholder to participate in the sharing of a profit of the company. It is treated as a movable property, just like how you sell movable property in the market, you can sell it. And third one, shares are regarded as goods, and goods means every kind of movable property except actionable claim and money. And the last point says very clearly for your theoretical question that every share that is issued shall be denoted with distinctive numbers. All right.